experience a higher level of service. David Adamson Designer Jewelry has been providing you the very best of fine jewelry and repair in Lynn Haven for over 32 years. David has added Amber Anderson and Russ Klinger, names you've known and trusted in PCB for years with your fine jewelry and watch needs. Find that one-of-a-kind engagement ring, that special anniversary gift, or something colorful just for you. Amber and Russ will find it or build it for you. Serving Bay County and beyond in Lynn Haven at the corner of Ohio Avenue and 9th. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
So you've heard the saying that if you love your job, you'll never have to work? Well, it's true.
I've worked for Brock Lawn and Pest Control for many years. The commitment to the needs of customers
and their commitment to each employee makes Brock a company I'm very proud to be a part of.
Brock's core values are also mine. Give people more than they expect and always honor your promises.
This isn't a job, it's a service to help people live a healthier lifestyle.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control. Our family protecting your family.
Powered by Panama City Toyota. WGSX Lynn Haven, WTOT, W271DM Mariana, WVLQ Port St. Joe.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! I'm full of water! I say hot tub! Hot tub! Gonna make it wet! Say hot tub! Rub in hot tub! Rub a dub with me! Chilling in the hot tub! Yeah! Really make me sweat! Yeah! Chilling in the hot tub! Yeah! Really make me wet! Yeah!
Whoa. Anything going on? Whoa, welcome. Good morning, 104.3.
Kinds of things going on.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Beautiful Friday here in Paradise. Big weekend of college football. Big weekend of high school football. Kyle Vandergrift's with us, Jim Brandt, and Jason Kovaleski, and the man, the myth, the legend, Wildcat.
Wildcat!
What's going on? What, you got a Marlin shirt on? Was that Bay? Is that Marlin? What does that say?
I got a Mosley shirt.
That's a Mosley shirt.
Mosley is going to manhandle
Navarre.
Dude, you know they're called the Raiders?
Navarre, right?
Navarre
right.
Raiders. Yeah. But they have a Bucks, on their helmet and all that stuff. What a lame name.
Get dressed, Jason. Get dressed.
They deserve to get their butts handed to them today, honestly.
All you women today, turn into Facebook. Jason's half nude in here.
Missing a button.
It was dark when he was getting dressed this morning.
I got my belly button on there.
What's going on, Jason Kovaleski?
Not a whole lot. How y'all doing today?
Couldn't be better. Jim Bob, you doing good?
Yeah.
You looking good. Looking good. Picks last week.
He's a sexy beast, people.
High school picks, you guys knocked out of the ballpark. 8 and 9. All three of you guys. Jeremy Pridgeon got 9 and 9. I got 9 and 9.
Hold on. Which one we lose?
You guys picked Rutherford.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's when we're going back and forth.
Listen, before we get into, Coach Jones or, Port St. Joe and everything, I just want to let y'all know the officiating in the Rutherford Chipley game was atrocious. It was absolute trash. It was garbage. And that's French for trash because I'm bilingual. Okay? All right? It was horrific. And it all started when Jaleel Reed got the 2-point conversion, but they didn't call it to start the second half. And ever since then, it put those guys into a mindset of quicksand. And when people say that officiating cannot change the tone of the game, it can absolutely do it. So that group of referees are horrible, and they suck at life, and they need to rethink what they're doing.
Tell us what you really feel.
Yeah.
What you really feel.
That's where I'm at. Go Rudd, brick by brick.
There you go.
Well, I think we've got him on as we speak.
Coach
we
Jones.
got Coach Jones. All right, all you Tiger Sharks down there, don't forget about your big-time sponsor here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is Taco Bell. And it's like Lorelai and Layton say, go Tiger Sharks. They love them. So all you Tiger Sharks, get out Taco Bell this morning, lunch or dinner. They got DoorDash. We got 3 great locations in Panama City Beach. Also, Callaway. Taco Bell, Tiger Sharks go hand to hand. Let's bring him on right now, Coach. Hey, he's got a cupcake this week. Got an easy one. I got all of them. We all betting on right now. We all got Port St. Joe.
Yeah.
I think they cover the point spread.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be close. If something else happens, we might need to look into something.
Those boys are animals down there.
First of all, how is your dad doing?
Oh, he's good. He's good.
I hope you didn't show him any film of Bluntstown.
No, sir, not at all. He said I got my hands full this week, though.
Yeah, you really do. Jim was at the
for Bozeman
game
for a half.
Yeah.
I was there for the first half, and I headed down to the Rutherford-Chipley game. But Coach, I'm telling you right now that you boys are tough. You boys are tough. Bluntstown's it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing.
They're a whole nother speed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you got 19 players traveling 2 hours to go to school, I mean, that's one of those things there.
The best all-star.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? My bad.
Hey, NIL is legal.
Yeah.
Why are y'all getting upset?
Yeah, you got NIL there. You got NIL with the referees, apparently.
In the state of Florida, is legal.
Coach Jones, I know you know this because you probably played against him in your playing career and in your coaching career. But I've coached a long time in Florida, and for a 1A school, there's only one program I've ever seen that had kids that look like what Bluntstown has right now, regardless of where they got them, and that's Madison County.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I looked at those kids, and I'm saying, I don't know how this game's going to turn out, but like, oh my God, you talk about kids passing the look test for Bluntstown? That's them.
When you're at Von Bozeman, 50 points at halftime, you guys are different type of players.
When I turned on the film, that was the first thing I said. I said, this is the first time that somebody's reminded me of Madison County over here.
Oh,
with the speed. Just the speed alone.
Right.
100%.
Yes. And Bluntstown's got some just tough, hard-nosed kids. They have always had them. I mean, they're the standard in 1A football in this area. For us, that's your measuring stick. Yeah. And now like I said, they've had some additions. And those guys definitely take them over the
Coach,
top.
they've had some additions. Yeah, they've had some additions.
Correct.
Again, it's legal to have NIL. I don't know why you keep bringing this negative up.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to need you to live with your girlfriend, and we'll use that as your new address, and then this guy's uncle. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. It's already
breaking news on Fox News. This is breaking. Trump is on Fox News. They have the suspect in custody.
Have they apprehended him?
Yeah, friend turned.
Oh, I hope they tar and feather him.
Come on. I don't believe anything they say. Any of them anymore.
Yeah,
any of them. Either side.
Let's get back to Port St. Joe and Bluntstown here.
Yeah,
Coach
let's get back to the business. Get back to the business, Coach.
Stay on topic here, man. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with you?
So, Coach Jones, I looked at the schedule and you guys went to Bluntstown last year and beat them. All right, now,
what's the difference? Yeah.
No, they came to us last year, and we fumbled with about a minute and 40 seconds to go in the game, and ended up they scored on a 4th and 22, perfect pass, perfect catch, and they beat us at the very end.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, my bad.
What were you saying? Because he has talent, doesn't matter. That you still should win again?
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Coach, if that happens in this game, that's a W.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Hey, that's what I think the spread on the last index is like plus 16. And, of course, like my dad goes, Terry, your goal is to keep it under a running clock.
Yeah.
He said they're averaging 50 a game. Yeah. In fact, my DC, first thing he walked in, I said, hey, how you feel? He goes, Coach, I think if we can make them punt, we're doing something.
Yeah.
He said, that's goal number one. Let's make them punt. They haven't punted yet.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your quarterback play. I watched little highlights of your game, and it seems like you plugged in the right people, though. I mean, you got it going.
Well, they just put some athletes in there, and those guys are guys that play football, baseball, and basketball. And the way we're still 1A football down here. Yeah. We still got to use guys, in different positions, and they play multiple sports. They don't get to just focus on one thing, and they play multiple sides of the ball still.
So, Coach, you put a quarterback in there. Forgive me if my memory is not correct, but was he a left-hander?
Yes, he is. He is. But when the ball comes out of his hands, you might think he should be right-handed.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like oh my goodness, he shouldn't be throwing a football. But then he put it right in their hands, and you guys were able to make plays. I thought that was just remarkable, especially with all the stuff that you guys are facing right now.
Well, he's a good athlete. He's a leader, and I thought as the game went on, he just got more and more comfortable with the position.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
This week was kind of the same, and now we got a good backup that also plays slot receiver, and he plays cornerback. So, we can use those guys and get them in the right position. Maybe we can give them some problems.
Yeah, I think if you guys can control the clock, right?
Yes.
And your defense not give up the extreme plays, because Amari Thomas is just an absolute animal, right? And you saw that. I mean, you looked at the film against Bozeman.
Well, even when he was at Mariana,
in 2 plays, he was 150 yards already.
But he did the same thing in Mariana last year.
Yeah.
Just getting the ball with enough space between him and the defender on the D-line, he's a better athlete. But that guy's not touching him. So the next thing you got to do is just occupy as many guys as you can and let him just go to town.
So let me ask you a question real quick. When you had a conversation with your DC, is he looking at doing something a little experimental, or are we just trying to control the zone, like fundamental gap spacing? What are we doing?
We got to try and take away what they do first, right? I mean, that's old school DC type of mindset. If you want to run zone, we're going to stop zone. If you want to run the trap and counter, we got to stop trap and counter.
Okay.
So we got to stop them and really try and get them before they get going. Try and force them to do something that they haven't done a lot of. But I'm going to tell y'all this. We're going to come up with a gator roll. So we were calling, or I call it. We're going to lay the biggest guy we got. We're going to lay him down in the straight line in their A gap and B gap, and we're going to have him just roll into him.
Okay.
And at least you got to at least jump over him.
Sounds like Wildcat. Remember the movie where they tripped that fat guy in the middle, just tripped him in front of the offensive line?
Hey, let's focus on Port St. Joe. Give me some names of players that are playing well for you. Let's give some love to some of those guys. They work hard.
There's a bunch of boys playing well out there.
Give us the names.
First one's Eli Harris. Comes in and plays quarterback. Kid's been a strong safety. He was had to play running back last year. Now he's having to play quarterback. That'd be my number one. Eli Godwin. Plays slot receiver. He had over 100 yards receiving. He's just made some heads-up plays. He also plays strong safety for us. Corbin Butts, running back linebacker, is back. Darian Cherry, a junior, playing right tackle and D-end, doesn't come off the field. Asher Peacock plays fullback, tight end, and middle linebacker, does not come off the field. Everybody I'm naming, they don't come off the field. Zay Jenkins, playing DB and receiver and slot receiver and quarterback as well. Again, doesn't come off the field. So we've got Josiah Beach, our kicker. Hey, we kicked a 38-yarder against home.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought that was a 40-yarder, yeah.
Yeah, he kicks another one against Liberty in the first half. He just missed a 47-yarder, pulled one just a little left. So that guy, we told him, Josiah, we just need about 5 of them. We can get about 5 field goals. That's going to be big tonight.
Oh, that's great.
Well, Coach, man, we appreciate you coming on. I know you got a tough one tonight.
Josiahs, Elijahs. We got a biblical team out there, don't we?
That's it, man. That's it.
Good luck to you, and we will talk to you next Friday. Go Tiger Sharks. Make sure you're down at Taco Bell signing autographs, all right?
Appreciate you, Coach Jones.
Hey, thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.
All right, buddy.
Good luck, Coach.
Kyle, let's talk about roofs. These insurance companies around here, they call now. It used to be they're supposed to last 30 years. The insurance company call you in 15, and they're going to drop you if you don't go get a new roof. I don't like that.
Yeah, you have
talk
a lot
about
of these. You got a lot of these contractors that come out there and they talk to you about 30-year lifetime shingles, 30 blah blah blah, and all that stuff. At the end of the day, 20 years, right? That's all you get. And a year 15 to 16, they're going to start sending you letters because the insurance companies don't warranty anything over 20 years, period. And what we can do is we can walk you through the process. And I'll give you an example. My cousin in Alabama just got hit with a tree falling on her house. And, you got to go through all that process. We were able to help her get everything that she deserved, in my opinion, to market price, because insurance is only going to give you 50 cents on the dollar. And they're going to be like, oh, we're going to take care of you and all this stuff. And they're going to give you 50. Well, we have an Exactimate program, which is the industry-wide insurance program that, and we're able to use the macros and all that good stuff to get you exactly what you need, whether it was from storm damage, wind damage, and all that stuff. So give us a call, 850-866-9908, 850-866-9908. And Jason Kovaleski, you're my man. I love you.
Kyle, real quick, tell everybody the name of the company.
TK Vandy, General Contracting and Roofing.
Vandy Roofing, baby. And the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Kovaleski. This is our 10th year together.
Yeah.
Look at me. He's proud of me right now. You see that?
Absolutely. Look at that.
My wife bought that for me.
Nice.
23rd Street.
Little plant protein.
Oh, you lost me there.
Well, I'm allergic to dairy. This guy hates people that has dairy allergies.
I do. I really do. I judge you harshly.
Tell me where you're located. What's going on?
We're located on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village and in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods. We have a free sample bar so you can come try products. We got some really good new products in. We got an oral GLP-1 called Testafensine. Good for weight loss, good for heart health. If you're struggling with appetite cravings, which is what most of us do, it does have a good appetite suppressant in it, but it doesn't have the long-term kind of unknowns like the GLP-1s do. So a lot of peptides.
Is that what Julie got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So BPC 157, we've had tremendous success. Have a lot of doctors sending people in there for
That's
arthritis.
the peptide you were telling me about?
Peptide. Ligaments, tendons, muscles, any type of connective tissue injury, they heal. And we actually produce that in our stomach, so it's safe for the body as well. So just come down and see us. Free sample bar, InBody 570 to track your results at both locations.
All right, don't forget Beef Brace in Lynn Haven. All the big games tomorrow. If you want to have a party at your house like a lot of people are doing now, they call Pat Perno, they call Beef Brace in Lynn Haven, they get a bunch of wings. That's a great thing to do. But I encourage you to go there, especially all you Mosley Dolphins today. Get there early. I know you got a away game. Get out there, have a great meal, have your Mosley stuff on, have a little pep rally down there. And then on Saturdays, get down and watch all the college games at Beef Brace in Lynn Haven. Great atmosphere, TVs everywhere, wonderful people down there. And Pat's a great city commissioner for Lynn Haven. Yeah. Beef Brace, Lynn Haven. Wildcat, you're already down that way. Let's go get some jewelry. Where are we going?
Free jewelry inspection, free jewelry cleaning. Don't forget, it's about time, no pun intended, it's about time to get that new watch battery installed. And they'll do that for you right there at David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in
Kai, I just got a text for you. Tell Kai he doesn't know football. Roll Tide. I need my roof fixed.
that tracks.
Eddie Norton.
Oh, Eddie Norton.
Okay. We went to the same high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit.
Take that.
I'm just a little bit older than him, though. A little bit. I'll be right back. 104.3. We get back. Coach Pettis, Bozeman, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida broadcasts the biggest and best games of the week. We're your headquarters for premier matchups, huge rivalries, and fan favorites.
Saturday, it's Clemson and Georgia Tech, Georgia at Tennessee, and Florida at LSU.
The Gulf Coast headquarters for college football is 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning, this is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a high near 89 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze out of the northeast and a temperature of 73. About the same tomorrow, around 88 with sunshine and a wind at 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Sunny Sunday, gentle breeze and very warm around 88. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit Red 7 Tees red7tees.com.
When it comes to backyard dreams, trust the name that's been making waves for over 65 years. Cox Pools. Serving the entire Florida Panhandle, Cox Pools brings experience, innovation, and quality to every custom pool design. From luxurious spas to resort-style pools, no vision is too big. Make your backyard the place to be with Cox Pools. Cox Pools, 65 years strong and still making a splash. Visit coxpools.com or call 850-235-7957.
Are you ready for some football? So are the folks at That Boot Store. They have the latest in Western outfits, along with brand names like Wolverine, Timberland Pro, and many others, including Ariat and Old Western for kids. That Boot Store loves the Knowles, the Gators, the Tigers, the Bulldogs, and Joe's favorite, Roll Tide. That Boot Store, your team's favorite Western shop, next to Billboard Key on 15th Street. Open Tuesday to Thursday, 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5:30. Remember what Joe always said, keep Jesus in your heart every day.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm not prepared. I really am not prepared at all. I hope you won't judge me on one email I sent 10 years ago.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Beautiful day. High school football. Get out and support these kids, man. They worked extremely hard.
Man, I'm
coaches.
excited.
Get out and watch them. I went up to Birmingham. I just can't believe the crowds that get there compared to here's a joke. Get out and watch those guys. They play hard. Jim was there last week for the Bozeman-Bluntstown game. This week, Bozeman's at Mariana. Let's bring on Coach Pettis. Coach, how you doing this morning?
KP.
Good morning, guys.
Talk about it. That was like going against an all-star team that you just got through playing. We don't see stuff like this very often here. And I told everybody, nobody get really mad at that coach or anybody else over there. They got NIL, and if you got NIL, you can do whatever you want to do in the high school level. I think it's in Georgia, too. I think they have it in Georgia, Florida. I'm not sure about Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, you got 9 players traveling 2 hours to go to school. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Well, if it's legal, it's legal, right?
Well, I guess, it's run college football. Might as well run high school football.
Amen. Amen. Well, talk about the game. They were a very talented football team. You guys have played really well all year long, and you just ran into a buzzsaw. And I think everybody that plays them is going to have the same experience.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those deals where we knew they were good. They had an off week before us. They had open week. And so, I have four kids that have played for me that's on that team. I know they're very good players. And, one of them's Amari. And so anyway, I knew they were going to get their plays. Like I said last week, you got great players. They're going to make plays. The only thing that I came on this show last week and I bragged on my kids. That's what I get for bragging. Pride comes before the fall, gentlemen. Pride comes.
Get them, Coach.
And so I've never bragged on anybody, not even my own kids. So I don't know why I bragged on it. But anyway, we made up our mind. I told the kids after the game in front of the parents, I said, look, we came in with this game with the idea thinking that they were better than us, and we came out and played and proved it, So my whole thing is I wish they would have got our best punch. It may not have changed the outcome, but it may have changed how I feel about the outcome, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So, but no, they were very good. And, our kids, we came back Monday and we got back to work and, we did our famous I hate to lose drills and it was awesome. And, I told the kids I can't make them love winning, but I can make them hate losing. And so I think we got their attention, and I think that they're going to come back tonight and they're going to play hard and play fast and hopefully they'll get our best punch. And so that's kind of where we're at right now.
Well, Coach, when we talked on Local Sports Podcast, we were talking about Hayden Gay and how you pulled him. There was some injuries, and he started, and then you wound up pulling him. What's his health like right now? And is he going to be available to be the starting quarterback, or are we kind of letting him sit out another week for recovery?
Oh, no, there ain't no more sitting out. I mean,
talk to him, Goose.
District game. So we held him out and a couple other kids for district, our district play starting this week. We knew this was, where the season starts at for us. And to be honest with you, we come through to the season, and when you look at the schedule, when you got, my first four, including the Kickoff Classic, was Cottondale, very athletic, Holmes County, 5A Leon, and then Bluntstown. I mean, that's a tough road, and so we thought coming in there, if we could survive those first 3 or 4, outings, that we'd have a chance later on, that we'd be battle tested. We're definitely battle tested. So, but with the district game, Hayden's taking practiced every day this week. We held him out a lot of days last week. This week he practiced every day, and he's looked good. So he'll get the start tonight. But we also have TJ Truitt, who knows the offense and can get us through a game and
played pretty impressily, especially towards the end and whatnot. I think he ran for a touchdown and 3 for a touchdown too, didn't he? Against Bluntstown.
Yeah, he had like 5 yards passing, something like that. I mean, he did a good job, and so he got a lot of reps at quarterback this week too, just in case we need him. And so, we feel good about that. But anyway, I think that we should have everybody back except for Aiden Ezell towards ACL in the Leon games, our starting safety, so he's out.
Okay.
And then Braden Spence should be back, our starting inside linebacker. He should be back somewhat, get some reps this week.
Okay. Well, one of the things that I kind of wanted to ask you, because you're the first team in Bay County to have the district game this early in the season. Most of the high schools, their district games start later on in the season, but I think you guys are battle tested and ready to go against Mariana. Give me your scouting report on Mariana and let me know what you think.
Well, they're good up front on the offensive line. They got some players that played when they were sophomores when I was there, that are seniors now, that I know are pretty good players. They run somewhat what our offense is, because I was there and helped them put the offense in, and I wish I hadn't have done that now, but I did. But anyway, they do a good job. They got a young quarterback, a freshman quarterback, Bo Swearingen, who is going to be very, very, very good. So I think they're dealing with the injury bug just like we are, but they got some kids back. There's a kid there, Sergio Womble, who is really, really good player. He's a slot receiver. He can make things happen. He's very good. Defensively, they've always been solid. Coach Graham is a coordinator. He does a good job with them, and they're very sound in what they do. They're going to run a gap sound defense, so we got to be very good at what we're doing and making sure that we're gap sound on our blocking. So we work real hard at a gap responsible blocking this week. So we feel like that that it ought to be a heck of a football game.
All right, Coach.
They're a good running back. He's now not there, right? He had Bluntstown.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, real quick. I know we talked about it previously, but have gains been made on the center as far as, I know we had about 14 snaps against Bluntstown that were either too high or too low from the center. And I know that the offensive line, you've kind of been piecemealing, like nobody's played the same position. Where are we at with the gains with the center as well as the offensive line? Because I think this game right here is going to be won at the line. Give me your thoughts on that.
Well, I wish you hadn't brought that up, because I don't want to jinx myself there. The wings or something, let you lighten up a little bit. Anyway, but here's what we've worked on it hard this week. We've not had, we've had bad snaps, but not like it has been. So I think that we've got it cleaned up a little bit. We got a new kid in there that's done a great job this week, Noah Makins. He's a sophomore, big kid. He's probably 6 foot, probably 280, good player.
Was he snapping against Leon? Because I know you really didn't have any issues with the center against Leon. Everything was pretty perfect there.
Yeah, I mean, it is like night and day. It was the same kid. I don't know if it's because he was trying to get off the football. We emphasized, beating them to the point of attack, and so he, I don't know, just one of those deals where it got too big for him, I guess. But he's ready to go if we need to go to center. But we got, Noah is the kid that we've been trying to play into shape and get him ready to play, and we feel like he's ready to go right now. He's done a good job for us. He's been getting reps there all along. So, I mean, we feel good about Noah for sure.
Yeah, that's good.
Coach, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you so much for coming on today. I know you're busy. That was a tough one last week. Negative to a positive. Setback to come back. You're going to get it done tonight.
But this district play tonight, Coach.
It's a deal.
This one, it counts.
Yeah. Y'all ready? You ready to go? Go get yourself a win.
Get some, KP.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We got the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Today's special, crisp fish, grilled fish over better rice, pepper sauce, you name it. Special sauce they put on it's incredible. Best seafood, ice cold beer. But you love fried shrimp. You won't get it anywhere better than J. Michael's Restaurant. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. And the beer, I'm telling you, he spent all his money on the lines and everything.
Well, all the taps and everything.
Yeah, he spent a lot. It's ice cold. Crystal you got to go check it out.
Wow.
Legendary. Calm down.
Talk to me,
Calm
Wildcat.
down.
Talk to me.
The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Also, Newbies, 4 great locations. The new one in St. Andrews, the blue facility over there is beautiful. Newbies still on the curve. Go watch all the football games. Head on down to the mothership. Charlotte's going to have the best bands in the Southeast every Friday and Saturday night. Get Newbies, tell them Coach called and told you to. Also, the legend, Dr. Chad Mitchell. This is his 26 years on Bay County sidelines. Chad Mitchell, a living legend. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Locals taking care of locals. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. We'll be right back to our high school picks. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show. Here's John Harbaugh, the Ravens head coach.
Very disappointing. We're just going to have to regroup. We're disappointed, but we'll be fine.
Yeah, you don't want to overreact. But then there are certain situations where you might be overreacting today. If you're a Dolphins fan, you're overreacting today.
It's the Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Take your next adventure at an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news. Well, what's the bad news? Your hat's on fire.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Glenn would say Bay. All right, here we go. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Let's get them rolling. Kyle, you were 8 for 9. Jeremy, Jeremy Pridgeon was 9 of 9. Jim 8 of 9, and Jason 8 of 9. All right, let's go. Arnold South Walton. We'll start with Kyle.
Game,
well, I mean, here's the deal with the Rutherford game. I'm not going to go into it again.
They should have get the L on that one.
Shouldn't do.
We were 9 and 9.
Yeah, 9 and 9.
No, the official count. The official person.
Speaking of officials, we're 9 and 9.
There's a pencil like Coach does.
I think Coach Hale paid the refs.
8 and 9. All right, here you got South Walton Arnold.
I got Arnold.
Ooh.
Come back.
You sure?
Yeah.
You 100%?
Yes.
Okay.
We got faith in what they're doing over there.
I think it's going to be a close game, and this is what I said previously. I think it's going to be a close game, probably, you know, something like 21-24, something like that. But I'm going to go with Arnold on this one, even though they're playing on turf.
Okay. Jim Bob?
I'm going to go South Walton because they're at home. That's the only reason. I'm like Kyle. I think it's going to be a very close game.
Tommy went South Walton. Jeremy went South Walton. I went Arnold. All right, but the big one, Bozeman, district game, Bozeman at Mariana. I think Jason's got Mariana, right?
No.
Who you going with?
I'm going with Bozeman.
Kyle?
Definitely Bozeman. I think, they're battle tested.
Yeah.
And they've gone through a pretty rigorous schedule already. With everybody that they've played. I think that when Mariana comes out there, they're going to be ready to...
They've seen the best team they're going to play all year, so nothing's going to surprise them.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm going to go with Bozeman on this, KP's defense.
I'm going to go Bozeman also.
I got Bozeman close. Where we at? You know what? I'm going to go back and do Bay.
Bay Escambia.
Bay Escambia. I got Bay. Who you got?
Bay. I got Bay. They're on a roll, man.
Bay's the team, man.
Bay is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. Bay's going to stomp a mud hole in those guys. It's just, it just is what it is.
And you know that I think Bennett's still coaching there.
Who?
Bennett is still at Escambia. He's been coaching forever.
That I don't know.
Yeah, he is. Glenn said he was. All right, Navarre used to be a powerhouse. I got Mosley big.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Mosley big.
Yeah, Mosley.
Yeah, I'm going to say Mosley's probably going to put up a half pounder. It'll be a running clock. Probably.
Yeah,
I'd say fourth quarter.
Yeah, that offense is cranked up right now.
The running games.
What about that? Tell me about that quarterback.
So J.P. Holzenbach is really coming into his own, but really who's been carrying the offense over there is Sammy Chisholm.
Oh, absolutely.
Sammy Chisholm has actually had. He's on pace to do twice as many carries as he did last year.
Wow.
So he's already at like 60 carries. Last year he only had 111, I believe. And so I was talking to TJ on the sidelines yesterday, and bro, let me tell you something. That 9th grade team that they got that played, they played North Bay Haven. I mean, you got to watch out for Mosley. They're grooming and farming kids.
Wow.
They are farming them and this is what he said: AAA, single A, pros. It was unbelievable.
Now, is Bay doing the same thing? They got 3 teams or just 2?
No, they don't. So the only teams around the Panhandle that have 3 teams is Choctawhatchee, Niceville, and Mosley.
And they're all going to be good.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Bay, I tell you what, Bay's surprise team this year. North Bay Haven, Graceville. I went North Bay Haven. I went back and forth on this one. Who you like, Jim?
I go North Bay Haven on that one.
Okay.
Where's this being played at?
This game is being played at Graceville now.
Okay, so here's my thing with North Bay Haven.
Take your time.
Them boys play
quick.
hard. Okay, they play real hard, and unfortunately, they're just not good. They're just not. If they're getting a win, it's this game right here, but only because Graceville didn't have a team last year. They canceled the season.
Yeah.
So now they're coming in. They're trying to rebuild and fundamentally, prescribe something together. And if North Bay Haven's going to win, it's going to be this game. Period.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's going to be probably because the defenses on both sides are just so trash. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. And I think it'll be probably something like, in the 30s, North Bay Haven takes it.
Okay. Jason? I
got North Bay Haven. Graceville's not been competitive all this year against, like Sneeds. Weewall beat them by 40-some points. And at least North Bay Haven's been in some games with North Florida Christian. So I got North Bay Haven getting a win, and pretty convincingly.
All right, this in the old days, West Florida is really good. We got Walton at West Florida. Jason, what do you think is going to happen in this one? Traditional West Florida keeps it going, or what?
It's at West Florida?
It's at West Florida.
Yeah, I'll take West Florida. Yeah, I think they're evenly matched this year, unfortunately.
Jason's got West Florida. Jim, what do you see happening?
I'm going to go Walton.
I got Walton, too.
The Walton Braves.
Kyle?
I'm going to go West Florida on this one. I think West Florida's got a
and they play a tough schedule. They play a tough schedule.
It's really tough, but I mean, you're
Yeah, I don't feel good about my pick with Walton. I don't, but I'm gonna go with me where they listen to us.
Make sure I bring that.
Destin and Pensacola. I got. I went back and forth on this one. Jim, what do you think?
I'll go Pensacola.
Yeah.
Jim's going Pensacola. Jason?
Pensacola.
Kyle?
Pensacola, 100%.
Tell me why.
Well, I think Destin is just never. I can't remember a season where they've ever proved themselves. Pensacola has the track record. They've done things. They haven't gone deep into the playoffs, but they've had winning seasons. I don't really feel Destin is. The boys over there are a little too foo-foo, in my opinion. They're soft. Destin's a soft school. They're not hardened. And I think Pensacola's a little more hardened.
TK and Andy for your Destin fans.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
They're a new school too. I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, come on.
3 years
after
old.
Destin, listen to this. What all those players listening right now? I got Destin. Do it, boys. Show this man what you're made of.
You're so contrarian.
Got Destin. I got
so
Destin.
Contrarian.
I've got Destin. Destin's going to get it done.
Make sure you write
That's why he
that
does
down in
his
pen.
picks with a pencil.
I got it, Destin. Y'all heard me.
Hey, he colors with crayons, Wildcat.
At Auburn. Chipley, Vernon. I got Chipley big.
Oh, Chipley all day.
Everybody got Chipley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by 1,000 points.
Okay. Port St. Joe. We love them. I got Bluntstown.
Yeah, Bluntstown.
Jason, you go Port St. Joe?
I really wish I could, but just the amount of talent on that Bluntstown team. And
Kyle,
what
we're going to have upset.
Bozeman is just.
If we're going to pick an upset here?
Unfortunately.
You sure?
The pragmatic part of me says no. Bluntstown it'll be a running clock at halftime.
Wildcat, you got Bluntstown? Come on.
I mean, they dress.
Go ahead. I love an underdog.
They're one
Go
A
ahead.
school that
I
dress
love an
60.
underdog.
Right.
And then come Monday when we get back and I win.
I'm
king. I'm going to just
20 push-ups, Wildcat.
Bluntstown
I owe you 20
for coach.
push-ups.
Yeah, okay.
3 players on their team that would have been the best players on their team at other high schools, and now they're playing on the same team. So,
Well, I mean, they have 4 guys that are D1.
Right.
I mean, I'll say
and that's a
4-star
1A
guys.
school,
and a 1A rural.
And when you have that depth where you're not having to go both ways, that's a huge advantage of 1A.
100%. I mean,
plus, like we said, Port St. Joe's down a quarterback. That means they're down 2 players because they probably play defense as well. So, if they're at full strength, I give them a shot. Port St. Joe has a great culture. They're tough kids. I mean, when you go in there, you better bring your lunch pail. But, the talent on Bluntstown is just something we haven't seen in a long
100%.
time.
And I don't like talking about moral victories and all that stuff. I don't believe in moral victories. But for this game right here, a moral victory is if they can survive the game without a running clock.
All you Bluntstown people, when you're down there in Port St. Joe, get out of Taco Bell. All you Tiger Sharks, make sure you get there before the game. Taco Bell before and after the game. Taco Bell, Tiger Sharks, go Tiger Sharks. All right, let's go. You said Bill's team against A&M has been moved.
Correct.
So we'll skip that one. The last one, I went back and forth on this one. Holmes County could be a play here, play there. They're 3-0. They're 0-3. They won a game.
Who are they playing?
They got Rutherford. But the game's at Holmes County. And you know, yellow and mean, somebody's been green. You know what I'm talking
All
about?
the way around, yellow and green, somebody's been mean. Come on, man.
That's what I said. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Get it together, Coach.
That's what I said. Yellow and green, somebody's
Dr.
been mean.
Dyslexia, no, that's not what you said, but that's okay.
Give me Rutherford. They got talent.
You
They got
sure?
speed.
You sure?
I thought they played well against Chipley.
On the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who you got?
All right, so you know me, I'm real explanatory, but I think that Rutherford is at they're at a crossroads right now, and they need this win. It's the difference with the season going one way or the other, and if they can go into Holmes County, Here's the deal. All the static is blocked out when you're on a road game.
Right.
And even Coach Floyd said this. Like, you're not dealing with the girlfriends. You're not dealing with the Instagrams. You're not dealing with the pep rallies. You're not dealing with all the bullshit, right? So guess what? You're locking in. So are they going to lock in and are they going to perform? On a road game in Holmes County, one of the toughest 1A rural schools around, where the whole county shows up for that game. I think Red's going to pull it off.
I think Rutherford's got to.
I think it's going to be so close.
Oh, I do too.
It's going to be so close, and they're going to pull it off.
I'd like to say that Coach Floyd, he's got athletes.
I love him.
Brick by brick.
But there's a lot of truth, because I, with two different schools, coached at Holmes County and never won. It's a tough place to play for a lot of reasons.
It is. A lot of reasons.
It is.
It is. So I'm going to go Holmes
100%.
County. Plus, they've had 3 really close losses. At some point, it's going to even out.
I got Holmes County, too.
Oh,
I went
my
back and
God.
forth.
Y'all
I went
are a
back
bunch
and
of
forth.
bums.
I couldn't help it.
Bunch of bums.
We shall see who you got, Wildcat.
Wildcat, talk to me.
I was busy. So
He's got
Brick by, hey, did he just say brick by brick? That rhymed with brick by brick.
Yeah. My choices are give me.
Holmes County,
Rutherford
versus
at
Rutherford.
Holmes County.
Oh my God.
Holmes County at home.
I want
At
Rutherford
home.
to win. I want Rutherford.
Sorry about your luck.
I just think Holmes County's going to do it. All right, let's talk about some of our great people, locals. Man, go make sure you go get local. And I tell you what. If you want a bike, you go to Walmart, Kmart, whatever you go. Those bikes are terrible. The wheels as soon as you get home, the wheels go flat. That never happens. You go to Steve Bike Shop. You get quality, man. That guy's incredible. Steve's a Mosley coach, swim coach over there, does an incredible job. They're located on 23rd Street, right across from Sam's. I've been in there. They got a huge, large selection of bikes. These electrical bikes are taking over the world. And now they work on them also, but if you want, and they got new and used, if you want a great electrical bike, go by and check them out. They got a great selection of helmets, everything. I love Steve. Matter of fact, I think he's got to come on Monday or next Monday. He told me something.
Man, didn't he open his business in like 1979?
1979. 46
man,
years. He's doing something right. He's doing something right.
Love it.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 40.
And how long have you had your business?
So I started my business in, full-time in 2022.
So to match that, you'd have to live a long time.
Yeah, and that won't happen.
Into a
my
70s.
liver won't.
You'd have to work into a 70s.
My liver won't hold up that long. I can tell you that right now. Wildcat, where's that moonshine at, by the way?
You'll be fine.
That's what took
also,
my liver.
Turpro Pest Control. You want that yard to look beautiful? Another great local company. That's Patrick. His daughter's a beautiful cheerleader at Mosley High School. That yard looked gorgeous. Give him a call.
They just did some stuff for us at the house.
Oh, and if you got bugs in the house, they won't be any more. Patrick will make them go away. Listen to Patrick every Monday, 8:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Whew. I cannot wait tomorrow. That Cajun place. We're either going to go to the Georgia. It's going to be the Georgia-Tennessee game at 2:30. Or maybe, I kind of want to go to 6:30. 6:30 to Cajun place. It's going to be crazy. All those LSU Tigers down there looking for those free Jell-O shots, playing the Florida Gators, all these Gators that live here. That's the place to be.
They are going to stomp them.
The Cajun
not
place,
so
man.
fast, my friend. This is a Billy Napier special here. He loses the game, he should, and about to get fired, and comes back.
$5 Can I finish commercial? Can y'all let me do the commercial?
There you go.
50-cent wings. You can't beat that anywhere. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. And you know how good the food is there.
Oh, absolutely. They're New York strips.
We're going to be down there, man. They open up the doors at 10 o'clock on Saturdays. They got a brunch going on. You watch game day. Watch the 11 o'clock Alabama, Wisconsin. $5 pitchers, 50-cent wings that are incredible. Then on Sunday, they got the North Shore Jazz Band from 10 to 12. I love him. I know the guy that runs that. He's a good guy. And the brunch going on then. And then if you're a Saints fan, wear your shirts. And if you happen to score, which good luck with that, you get yourself a free Jell-O shot. So the LSU fans.
If you wear your paper bag over your head, we'll know you're a Saints fan.
We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Coach James Hale Show.
Coach, how long has it been since Kentucky had a better record than Alabama?
I
think somebody told you to say that.
And everybody keeps talking, oh, he's Mac Jones, he's a pocket passer and all that other bullshit.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9. At 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a high near 89 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze out of the northeast and a temperature of 73. About the same tomorrow, around 88 with sunshine and a wind at 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Sunny Sunday, gentle breeze and very warm around 88. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Are you ready for some football? So are the folks at That Boot Store. They have the latest in Western outfits, along with brand names like Wolverine, Timberland Pro, and many others, including Ariat and Old Western for kids. That Boot Store loves the Knowles, the Gators, the Tigers, the Bulldogs, and Joe's favorite, Roll Tide. That Boot Store, your team's favorite Western shop, next to Billboard Key on 15th Street. Open Tuesday to Thursday, 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5:30. Remember what Joe always said, keep Jesus in your heart every day.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
Give them a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local. From the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU updates brought to you by Newbies. Get out to one of the 4 Newbies. Have a great time. I love Newbies to the Curve. That's the place to go watch all college NFL football games. When you get through there, head on down to the mothership like you know everybody's going to be there late Friday night, Saturday night. The best bands in the Southeast. Get out to Newbies, have a great time. John and Charlotte always give back to me. Let's make sure we are supporting them. Jim, what do you got for us today on FSU?
Well, I want to talk a little bit. You were trying to stumble into their schedule. So I'm going to try to straighten this out for you. All right, tomorrow's the 13th. Florida State is off. Okay, their biggest competition probably for that in ACC is going to be Miami and Clemson. I'm just going to focus on Miami. So on tomorrow, Florida State's off. Miami has USF at home. Okay, obviously a very competitive team. Beat the Gators, beat Boise State. They kind of have it going this year. I'm talking about USF.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that game.
Yeah, next week, the 20th, Florida State has Kent State, which will be a blowout, big time. All right. Miami has Florida. So, back to back, Miami is going to be playing South Florida and then the Gators. Back to back. The following week, Florida State plays Virginia on Friday for some reason. They're playing at Virginia on Friday. That should be a win because Virginia's not real competitive.
Yeah.
And Miami is off. Okay. So then the following week, October 4th, they play.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's got the advantage there because Miami's got 2 tough games, but then they have a week off before they got to play.
That's what's going to save them.
So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that all works out. I never thought Florida State was going to come this far, this fast. I really didn't. I mean, they played Alabama, played really well, then smoked a nobody, which of course everybody expected them to. So we'll see. I mean, it's
you said something. Think about the high school level. Look at Blountstown, how good they are because all the transfers. Yeah. And look at Florida State, all the transfers. It's the same thing.
But also, too, like if you think about with Blountstown, they had 2 weeks to prepare for Bozeman.
Right.
To smash that down.
Guys, I'm not trying to be ugly towards anyone. That was a complete no contest.
Yeah.
I mean, just athlete for athlete, there was no comparison.
Yeah. After the second play of offense for Blountstown, Amari Thomas ran the first touched the ball one time, 56 yards. Touched the ball a second time, 70 yards.
Yep.
It was 100 and
Where did he transfer from?
Mariana.
He was a stud at Mariana. He was good.
He was committed. He was committed to Florida State.
And he decommitted, right?
Yeah, he decommitted. So,
Is he committed anywhere now?
Who knows?
I think he just decommitted to open it back
more,
up for him
to get more money.
The whole thing is with Blountstown, they're going for a state championship. They will be in the state championship.
This is not really about Florida State per se, but I heard this, and I don't know if you guys have talked about it in the days that I'm not here. But the NCAA, in their infinite wisdom, they said, we got to straighten out this transfer thing. That's what made me think of it. And supposedly from now on, there's only going to be one transfer window. It's going to be January 2nd for 10 days to January 12th.
What?
Okay, and...
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm positive. And so the thought was, I'm going to use Ohio State as my obvious example. What if you're Ohio State and you're still in the playoffs?
Playing the day.
What if you're Clemson? What if you're anybody who's still playing in the playoffs and you got...
That's going to happen.
This happened last year, too.
It happened.
Because remember, Devin Brown, the backup quarterback, is like, I'm going to transfer, but I'm going to stay with Ohio State until...
Penn State's second string actually transferred out before the...
Right. So there were some other ones, too.
I don't know if you guys have talked about that.
No,
it's like,
I didn't know that.
This is crazy.
Yeah, Ryan Day came out and spoke about that. He said, what about the teams
he's
that are in
against
the
it, I
playoffs?
hope.
Yeah, he was totally against it.
Yeah, it should be like February 1st to the 14th.
No, it should be after spring football.
See, then when there's...
No, you want them to... No, it shouldn't be after spring football. You want them before spring.
No, the kid gets to go through spring football. Hell, I ain't going to play. Okay, bye.
The one thing it has to be after is after the playoffs, because now you're punishing the playoff teams. Because if Penn State's quarterback got hurt, like let's say Georgia, what if Gunnar Stockton would have transferred out?
Jason, and they should have to stay at least 1 year. They're kids. They're one kids, man. They don't know what they do.
The thing that kills me about this whole thing, I was a college player. I coached. I was a teacher my whole adult life. But there's real hypocrisy in all this. They want all this money and they want to do all these things to get kids to have $1 billion and tap in and all this. And then they use it. Well, we can't let them transfer because we don't want to have it go into the second semester. Shut up.
Right.
Come on.
Just stop that crap right now. You guys don't care. Second semester, first semester, summer school, home school. I can't say what I really...
So you're saying when they sign, they should 2 semesters?
Make them stay at home one school calendar year.
Open.
Yeah, that's just...
That makes sense.
That way, they can say,
because at the end of the
maybe
day,
there's
this
a
is
chance.
Academics.
Maybe
we can't let them transfer because...
Maybe there's a chance I can play. I didn't think I played. Maybe
started.
I can play.
Yeah, okay.
Let's be honest. This is professional sports now. It may be minor leagues, but it's still professional.
No question.
So who cares if they transfer in the middle of a semester? I mean, honestly, they have to fix this for the whole reason that you have 8 or 9 teams playing in January, and you have a backup.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look at Georgia last year. Okay, they lose back to an injury. What if Gunnar Stockton would have transferred out before that even game? Because that happened at Penn State.
Did this pass? I mean, this is happening.
I don't know if it passed or not, but they were definitely talking about it. Did it pass?
I don't know if it passed. I don't even know if it has to pass. Do they have to vote on it? Nobody has to vote on it. They can just make rules and we have to go by.
I thought this was a decision by the coaches. I thought the coaches were supposed to.
No.
Is that not right?
No. This is the NCAA.
Because if you're a playoff kind of caliber coach, why would you be in favor of this?
You would.
You would.
You wouldn't.
And those are the teams that have the power.
I mean, so
I think they should stay.
It's crazy.
It should be in June 1st to June 15th. You can transfer. Go through spring practice. See if you're going to be able to play there. I'm third team. I'm out.
Right.
I just think they should stay 1 calendar year. That's just me. That's just my opinion.
I think when you go back to the old rules, you can transfer once, and if you don't, you got to sit out.
And that's it.
Just period.
That's it.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. And I don't care.
It worked all these years, but now it doesn't.
I do disagree a little bit. I think they should be able to transfer, get into spring practice, because if you're a quarterback learning a new offense, you're going in there in fall, there's very little chance that you're going to beat out an incumbent or learn that offense if it's a totally different, language, totally different.
Yeah, but what Coach is saying is June 15th, you're there the whole summer.
Yeah, you got the summer workout.
But you can't work with you can't work with the coaches.
Oh,
wink, wink.
Come on.
Yeah.
Glenn Manley said.
I'm just going by the rules,
And Glenn said this, and somebody else texted me this. He's got the kids going to South Carolina instead of FSU, the running back.
Okay. You talking about Omari Thomas?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And Jamie Pickett said the same thing.
They got some good talent going to South Carolina.
They got a little bit of money there, too. They're doing a good job.
I don't know how, but...
All right, how much time we got there, Wildcat?
Some moonshine money up there.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We just talked about the Cajun place. Let's talk about J. Michael's restaurant. They got the best food anywhere. Ice cold beer. The legendary J. Michael's. I think Netflix is going to do a show on him. His life story is incredible. He showed me his 2 toes that they cut off. I mean, he watched them do it.
Who's this?
J. Michael's. He had some. I don't know if he wants me talking about his toes being cut off.
I didn't even show them to you if they were cut off.
He showed them to you. They were in a cup.
Kept them in a box.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, that's a tough man.
I got my gallstones in a jar.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
You should make a necklace out of
True
that.
story. I saw it. But anyway, you want some great food? They got toes down there, too. No, they got some great food. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant. Go check it out. Their burgers are unbelievable. LSU Jeff's down there. He always gets the big burgers down there. Of course, we know Wednesday's world-famous J. Michael's spaghetti. They got a special every day. Try the steaks. Try the pork chops. Are incredible. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant. Also, I love Russ and Amber. I thought about him. I was watching the special. Have you watched the special on Dallas Cowboys?
I haven't yet.
You got to watch it. You'll love it. You got to watch
What's it called? America's Team?
America's Team, something like that. It's really
Hard
good.
Knocks things.
No, it's just a documentary on Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. It's really, really good. The 49ers, that rivalry with the 49ers and Cowboys back then was incredible. I mean, it really was. Jerry Rice.
Being a Bengals fan, right, Jason? You got my back on this one. We don't like the 49ers.
Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Well,
Russ and Amber did. Russ loves the 49ers.
Yeah, they do.
And I love Russ.
And he loves jewelry.
I love Amber, too.
The most interesting thing I saw
I love jewelry.
Real quick, was the transition from Jimmy Johnson to Barry Switzer. You saw a hard-nosed, disciplined coach.
Baby.
And Troy Aikman does not like Barry Switzer because he let those guys run wild. And he was like, hey, that's not my job. You're professionals. You should act like professionals. Jimmy Johnson was on top of those things. All those things that happened off the field happened under Barry Switzer, and a lot of those guys felt
but he was also coming from Miami where he was dealing with the same.
But you ask any of those players, they think they would have won 5-6 Super Bowls if Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, you need to watch it. If you love football, you need to watch it. I think
gives you a little insight on what really went on over there.
1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. Listen to the legend here, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Dr. Ward does a great job. He hit 21 of 22 college games last week. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30. And I tell you, Jason went in there. If you're looking better, baby. You're looking better. Look good.
It's healing.
1 in 5 develop it. It can be deadly. All it takes is 5 minutes. And don't forget this weekend, we got the Georgia-Tennessee game on right here. We got the Florida-LSU game right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We got Kyle Van Der Werf. We got Jason Kovaleski, Jim Morant, and Wildcat. We get back. Jeff Spiegel, Alabama, Auburn, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Let me tell you where I heard about it. I tell you when I heard that about the transfer
makes
portal
no sense.
when I was driving to Bozeman and I was listening to the afternoon guys, whoever the hell they are, and they were talking about it. It's like, and when I first heard it, I said, yeah, there's just going to be a one window. It's going to be for 10 days. And I'm thinking to myself, that's really good. And then they said, yeah, but the problem is it's going to be January 2nd.
Brutal hits, the heartbreaking turnovers, the roaring comebacks.
In for the touchdown!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida delivers the biggest matchups of the week from across the nation. Your college football headquarters on the Gulf Coast. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a high near 89 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze out of the northeast and a temperature of 73. About the same tomorrow, around 88 with sunshine and a wind at 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Sunny Sunday, gentle breeze and very warm around 88. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
When it comes to backyard dreams, trust the name that's been making waves for over 65 years. Cox Pools. Serving the entire Florida Panhandle, Cox Pools brings experience, innovation, and quality to every custom pool design. From luxurious spas to resort-style pools, no vision is too big. Make your backyard the place to be with Cox Pools. Cox Pools, 65 years strong and still making a splash. Visit CoxPools.com or call 850-235-70 5957.
Take your next adventure in an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorrento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
WGSX Lynnhaven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota. ESPN Northwest Florida. For the A.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
Your spot for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. Listen live nights and weekends. This is Braves Country. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
I hope Bama rolls this Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. It's going to be a hot one. Let's bring him on right now. We got, you know, before we bring him on, let's do that little announcement. You got a big announcement to make.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so the 75th anniversary at Jinx Middle School is going to take place next Tuesday. They're going to do a tailgate party at Jinx Middle School for all the alumni and past coaches and all that good stuff. My dad coached at
30
Jinx.
years.
Is it true that Manly opened up Jinx 75 years ago?
Yeah, it was something like that.
He just got out of college.
Slap the rock, people. Slap the rock.
All right, let's.
Yeah, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a quick little podcast, and it'll be Jinx versus Surfside Tuesday of next week.
Let's bring the legend on right now, Jeff Spiegel out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Jeffrey,
we got a question before we jump into Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. The question is, did it pass? Jim just brought up something. I just it slipped by me. How that happened is a miracle, but they're going to have the transfer deal happening when the college playoff games are being played. Did we hear that right?
Well, I think that's been approved by some committee, and it's got to be approved by like the overall board or whatever is how that works.
Okay.
Usually that's just a formality. So I think that's something, that was kind of one of those topics that, kind of got, I don't want to say swept under the rug, but I mean, it was kind of overlooked because people are so locked in on
the season.
What's on the field.
Yeah. I think that's stupid. I hate it. These people here have different opinion than I do. I think the kids should have to stay one calendar year. I think it should be from June 1st to June 15th. You go through spring practice. Hey, I can't play here. I'm going to transfer out. I went through spring practice during the fall. I didn't think I could play. Guess what? I'm second team. I'm first team. I'm going to stay. I got one full year under my belt towards my degree, or at least towards college credits. I just can't believe what's going on in college athletics. I hate the transfer deal. What was wrong in the old days? You can transfer one time, and that's it. And then you have to sit out a semester or a year or whatever it was. I guess I'm just old school. But what's your take on that? Do you like them? And what about if you're Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, and you got players that are a second team, and they're getting calls from all these other guys when you're getting ready to play for the next round of the playoffs? Hey, we're going to pay you $250,000 more. You need to come play here at Tennessee. I don't understand that. What's the logic behind this?
Well, I think it takes a special breed of coach right now to coach in this game. That's why Nick Saban's not coaching anymore. I think he probably had some gas left in the tank, but all this stuff kind of siphoned out the gas. I mean, you remember that. You remember those days, Coach, where you used to siphon gas out of people's cars and
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely. Still do. Yes. Yeah.
It's hard out there in these streets.
It's a different sport, and it's a sport that's, you know, if you can get through all that stuff and just enjoy the games on Saturdays, that's one thing. But if I was a coach at this day and time, my head would explode.
Yeah. Give me the buyout. Yeah. Fire me at LSU. I'll be in good shape. All right, let's jump into Alabama. Hey, it's going to be brutally hot. That should be an advantage towards Alabama. Wisconsin's not that warm right now. Don't you think if we can, and Bama can spread them out, run them around, jump around, pick a bale of cotton, something like that, wear them out, in the fourth quarter, Bama might can pull away? Or are you concerned like I am? I just don't know about this football team. What's your take on this game?
Well, I mean, I think the heat's kind of overstated. I mean, I think all these guys are, you know, well conditioned, and you know they can do that. Now that may make a difference in the fourth quarter. You know, if you're leaning on them and you're dominating them like like Alabama fans, you know, would want their team to do. But I've always thought that was kind of an overstated thing. Those Big Ten guys, it gets a little warm up there too, so you know they can deal with that. But as far as the team goes, I don't know. I was one of these people, and I hate to just make a blanket statement and say that, you know, fans overreacted to week one. But I will say this, and I think you'll agree with this: we are all guilty of overreacting after week one, whether you win or you lose. Mm-hmm. You know, so you know it's a long football season. It's like a 13-week soap opera, and you know, let it play out. I mean, I was like I mentioned last week, I was walking through the lobby of the newsroom, and one of the other TV stations in town had the top 5 candidates to replace Kalen DeBoer. Well, you know, we're one game into the season, but you know, there were some glaring issues in that game. But my opinion is this Florida State team is going to be really good. The deeper we get into the football season, that loss is still going to look, you know, kind of rough when you put the tape in. But you're going to find out that you lost, you know, to a pretty good football team. And I think when it's all said and done, I think this football team is going to be pretty good. But we'll know a lot more after Saturday, and we'll certainly know a lot more after they go to Athens the 27th.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, except there's a history with Alabama. The last 11 games, they're 6-5. I watched their last 3 balls. It's not that they lost that I overreacted to. It's the way they lost, the lack of effort. And I coached all those years. When you're not pushed hard in practice, you're not going to push yourself hard in the game. Coach Bryant used to say, we're going to try to make them quit. Well, if they want to quit, they need to quit in practice. We're going to make our practices so tough that they'll quit there. They'll never quit in a game. And then the second week of the season, I was leading all the statements, how rough practice was, how the coaches were on them. And I was like, what the hell? That's the way it should have been every single practice up to that game. And so that's where I'm coming from. I look at it from a coaching angle, not as like a fan angle. But you're right. Everybody overreact. Last week, everybody wanted him fired at Alabama. This week, everybody in the country now, we're jumping on Billy Napier. He needs to go. And if and you wait and see. If LSU loses to Florida, it'll be Kelly's turn. Yeah. Let Ohio State lose a game. Let Ohio State.
You're right.
Let him lose one game and see what happens there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I would also point to this too, Coach, is that, you know, no matter the NIL, no matter the transfer portal and all that stuff, and we could talk all day long about how, you know, this generation of players is different than the generation that, you know, you and I grew up with. But I will say this: when the guys looked at the Florida State tape and they were embarrassed with what they saw, I mean, every guy who puts on a uniform for Alabama and all these other schools out there have to have some sense of personal pride that, you know what, I don't want that to be my lasting legacy at Alabama. Right. That's ridiculous the way that looked.
Right.
So I think the guys played with a lot of passion, a lot of purpose, and I know they were a whole lot better than ULM. But to me, the one thing that stood out about that game to me was at the end of the game, A.K. Deere broke off that 56-yard touchdown run, and there was so much excitement on that sideline for him, and for the team, and they're up 73-0. You know, so there's a sense there that I think that this is turning around, and things are going to get a lot better.
Last thing I saw was Wisconsin's quarterback is out, correct?
Yeah. He sprained his knee in the Miami of Ohio game.
Yeah.
Now, the guy's come in and done a pretty good job. Danny O'Neal, I think he's like 35 of 43 or something like that for about 400 yards, 4 TDs. So he does a really good job. But you know, it's Wisconsin, you know, they play Miami of Ohio. They play Middle Tennessee. So, you know, those fans up there, they don't really know what they've got either.
Right.
Yeah. And I love what Coach Pickle was saying about the crowd. You know, we're coming to SEC territory. The kids come here, and they were looking forward to this ball game. We can't wait. They've been pumping in music for the crowd like it's going to be in Bryant-Denny. But my question to you is, I've been up there before. I remember we went to a week 1 game up there, and I thought I was going to pass out. It was incredible. We had Terry DeBugs. You know Mr. Terry?
Yeah.
Mike plays for Alabama, played with Coach Bryant. They had those.
Coastal Community Insurance?
Yeah. They had those. No, the banker.
Oh, the banker.
Yeah.
Right.
They had the good tickets on the side, and they had the end zone where you go inside, and it's air conditioned food. It's real nice up there. We stayed up there in the air conditioning. We couldn't stand sitting out there. Do you think it's going to be a sold-out crowd? I think everybody's going to be there. Do you think it's going to be really loud? Isn't the heat index going to be close to 100?
Well, it's going to be hot, no doubt about that. I mean, this is September in Alabama. You know, it's still hot in September. I remember the first game that Julie and I went to as a married couple. And it was Alabama, Georgia Tech. It was Ray Perkins' first game. And, man, it was hot that day, and there were people dropping like flies. Yeah. I mean, they were carrying people out of that place. And so, it is going to be warm. It's one of those things, if you're a fan, man, you got to suck it up.
Yeah.
And I think they need to pack that place out. And I think it does need to be loud. There needs to be some energy, you know, because a 73-0 win over ULM doesn't mean they're going to run the table.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, they still need all that support, and the team's got to play well.
Yeah.
I think all the pressure's on Kalen DeBoer here. I mean, if he loses this game, I can't imagine the media backlash, the fan backlash. I mean, you know, Wisconsin's not considered one of the elites in the Big Ten. So if they go into Alabama and pull this game out, this is not a good look. So I think they need to get off to a fast start. I really like what I saw from Simpson last week. I think he's a great quarterback. I really thought he played pretty good against Florida State, being under the pressure he's under. But talk a little bit about how you think they'll handle the pressure of being at home and playing a Big Ten opponent.
Well, I think they will, and you make a good point because, you know, the Big Ten's kind of beating their chest. You know, they've done it the last couple of years, and so they'll come in. You know, they'll come in with a lot of swagger, and don't forget, you know, they got embarrassed last year on their home turf. I mean, Alabama went up there and just gave them a good whooping. So they're going to come in motivated, and so I mean, it's definitely not going to be an easy game. I mean, there's going to be. They're going to be tested, so it's not going to be 73-0. Let's put it that way. But I think when I thought of the score going into last week, I thought, what score is going to kind of settle the fan base down and make them feel a little bit better about where things are going? And I didn't pick 73-0, but that'll do.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jeff, we're going to hold you over, talking about the Auburn Tigers. Hugh Freeze, they got to get through this one, and they do. They sets up a huge game next week at 2:30 on ABC at Auburn at Oklahoma. Both teams got to take care of business this week, and they both should. When we get back, we got Jeff Spiegel. Let's take a break because we're running a little bit long. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We've got tickets to every single Jacksonville Jaguars home game this season. And if you want to grab a pair of tickets for the Jaguars versus the Texans on Sunday, September 21st, text Jacksonville to 850-215-6290. Text Jacksonville to 850-215-6290. Your home for the NFL. It's 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a high near 89 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze out of the northeast and a temperature of 73. About the same tomorrow, around 88 with sunshine and a wind at 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Sunny Sunday, gentle breeze and very warm around 88. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, it's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for incredible wings, the best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast menu. Saturday and Sunday starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Hi folks, it's Tracy with Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Coin and Bullion Reserves. Did you know that we do more than just sell some of the finest jewelry in town? We can engrave on your wedding band, locket, Yeti cup, or almost anything. Need your watch battery changed? We can do that too. Our expert will even evaluate your coin collection. And of course, we always pay top dollar for your old gold and silver jewelry. See, there's a lot more to Tracy's Fine Jewelry than a lot of pretty sparkly things. Come and see us today at Tracy's Fine Jewelry.
When it comes to backyard dreams, trust the name that's been making waves for over 65 years. Cox Pools. Serving the entire Florida Panhandle, Cox Pools brings experience, innovation, and quality to every custom pool design. From luxurious spas to resort-style pools, no vision is too big. Make your backyard the place to be with Cox Pools. Cox Pools, 65 years strong and still making a splash. Visit coxpools.com or call 850-235-7957.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now, you want to have a great time watching NFL college games. You just want a great meal. You're over in Lynn Haven. There's only one place to go. That's Beef O'Brady's. Key word there is Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Pat Perno's the city commissioner over there, does an incredible job. And if you want to have a party at home, they get so many orders to go, especially on these huge orders for wings. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. I suggest you go there, eat indoors. The place is incredible. Love them. All the workers down there. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. Love you, Pat. All right, let's bring Jeff back on. Jeff, we saw South Florida, which I knew they had a good ball club. They beat Boise State. We saw them 2 years ago. Saban went down there and was very fortunate to get out of there with a win. That guy does a good job coaching. They have players. They beat Florida. South Alabama has a history of pulling some upsets. Do they have enough? Do they have enough to make this game interesting at 11:47 kickoff? Andy Burcham says it's going to be really hot. If Auburn can take care of business, they set up a huge game on ABC, 2:30 the following Saturday. What do you think? Can Applewhite motivate his team to go in there and pull off the big upset this week at Jordan-Hare?
Well, I think they're certainly capable, especially if Auburn comes in and, they're caught looking ahead and they're caught feeling, too good about themselves. Because, they're off to a 2-0 start and, they've looked pretty good. So it's one of those things that, and Auburn hasn't been in many of these situations where, we talk about them, don't get too cocky, don't get too full of yourselves. But we're kind of bordering on that because Arnold had a great game. The defense looked incredible. So you're right. I mean, they got to be focused. They got to lock in. They got to take care of business, because the scary thing about these scheduling these in-state non-conference games, and Alabama hasn't played one since 1944, and the reason is it's a disaster if you lose one.
Yeah.
And I mean a disaster if you lose one. So you take that risk. But I think Auburn will be locked in and be ready to go.
Florida just found that out.
Yeah, Billy Napier knows all about that. You know, I brought this up the other day when we talked to Andy Burcham. We were at Southern Mississippi. We played Ole Miss every year, Mississippi State, Auburn, Alabama. We never beat Alabama. That's when Bryant was having those wishbone teams that were so good. We beat Ole Miss, and I was redshirted. We beat them 4 out of 5 times. We beat Mississippi State all 5 times. We did beat Auburn once. Then all of a sudden, guess what? Ole Miss, Mississippi State would not play us. And when they quit playing us and some of the other teams, look where they're at now. It destroyed the program. We didn't make the money. We don't have any money there. But if we'd have kept playing those teams and kept beating them, we were getting stronger and stronger. And Ole Miss and Mississippi State, I got to give them credit. They said, hell no, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. And I think as long as Paul Bryant Jr. is alive, I don't think you'll see Alabama playing anybody else in the state either like that.
Yeah, I think their opinion is that what can we gain from it, you know? And Hugh Freeze's opinion is, well, I think it's good. I think it's good for us. I think it's good. It's good for football. But yesterday, you know, he was talking to the media and he said, "Now I've been on the other side where I coached at Liberty. We're playing Virginia Tech, and I know how fired up these guys get, you know, to play, you know, the big dogs in the state. And so, you know, that's what you have to guard against. But when it all comes right down to it, I mean, Auburn's got better players than South Alabama does. They've got more talent than South Alabama does. But, you know, you got to go out there and you have to execute and you have to do the things you're supposed to do. And I think they'll be laser focused and I think they'll play well.
Yeah, and I was listening to Applewhite, some of the things he was saying about Auburn, how much improvement you've seen at Auburn, and the key is the selection, who they wouldn't got to transfer into Auburn. And he talked about Jackson Arnold, that what a great job he's doing, not only run the ball. You saw him run the ball really well against Baylor. And then the second game, you saw his passing ability, how he has improved as a passer. And Auburn's got some of the best receivers in the entire country. Their offensive line's good. The receivers are great. The quarterback, I would say he's good. I don't think he's great, but I do think he's a good college quarterback. Defensively, I think Auburn's really good. I hope both these teams, Oklahoma, somebody had Temple upsetting Oklahoma, one of these I don't see that happening. I don't think they're going to have a letdown after that Michigan win. But if both those teams win, that's going to set up a huge game. Game day might be there. I think it's the first time Auburn's ever played at Oklahoma coming up. But we got to get through this week, not look ahead. And you're right. Like Hugh Freeze said, this is their Super Bowl for South Alabama. If they can go in and win this ball game, that's going to be a huge deal for those guys.
Well, yeah, and I totally agree. And, you know, you talk about Auburn's personnel and how good did Jeremiah Cobb look?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so Damari Austin, you know, sometimes you look in your running back room and there's a clear one and there's a clear two. Well, with Auburn, it's like a 1A and a 1B. I mean, I think both those guys are of equal talent, equal value, and Cobb certainly, you know, showed his stuff Saturday night.
Did you see what Billy Napier said on the other day on TV? I figured you Alabama people would like to hear about that.
What did he say?
He got a thank you note from DeBoer and Alabama staff after their game against South Florida. I thought that was funny. Nobody laughed. I thought that was a good one.
I laughed.
I thought that was pretty good. I do. I thought.
You know, I mean, Nick Saban tried to warn everybody on College Game Day. I watched College Game Day, and he said, "Look, we barely got out of there 2 years ago."
Yeah.
And then don't forget, last year, I mean, Alabama was only up on them 21-16 in the fourth quarter.
Right.
So
it had some big plays. You take away those big plays, yeah.
But if you look at the game, Florida doesn't spit in the face of the other guys.
Well, they had 2 touchdowns called back.
That too. I mean, it was pretty much. And I give all the credit to South Florida. Don't get me wrong, but Florida lost that game. Let's be honest.
100%.
Yeah,
gave it away.
Being undisciplined.
And that's you're right. And that's the thing that's going to doom Billy Napier.
Yeah.
I mean, before it's all said and done, it's not that they lost to South Florida. That was bad enough, but the way they lost.
Yeah.
And all the silly, stupid things, you know, that happened in that game. And that's a reflection on the head coach.
Yeah. Jeff, let me ask you this. Speaking of that game, I want your opinion on this. A lot of people feel like if he loses this one and then the next one that he won't be playing, he won't finish out the year at Florida.
They have the hardest schedule in college football.
That's what I'm saying. Give him a little bit.
That's why you can't lose to South Florida, though.
Now, he's been there 4 years. He's 20-20. When they signed him, they gave him a $51.8 million contract. They owe him right now $22.8 million. If they fire him, they owe him 85% of that contract. It's roughly around $20 million. 50% of it has to be paid within 30 days.
Fire me tomorrow.
So that's about $10 million right up front, and the equal payments afterwards. But it's not. This is not a huge buyout like Alabama's coach and some of these other coaches. So it won't surprise me a bit if he loses this one and one more. They show him the door before the season's out. Do you think that happens?
It sounds like the contract that Jimmy Sexton worked out for me here at ABC 3340.
That's what I was going to get into next. Your contract.
That's not the way Scott Strickland operates, really, as an AD. And I don't see them, making a move like mid-season. And last year, we were going through the same thing. They had a front-loaded schedule. They were losing a lot of games. And then they wound up, kind of saving his job later by putting together some wins late in the season. So, I don't think Scott Strickland's pushing the panic button right now. But I will say this. If they have a showing like they did Saturday, and they have the silly unsportsmanlike penalties and just the fundamental errors, and then, if you're Scott Strickland, you have to go, well, where's this going? What are we doing here? And so that may happen.
Well, what do you think happens Saturday night? I'm good-minded to pick Florida. They're not a bad football team. The quarterback was the issue last week. His passing was terrible. Lagway didn't have a very good game. But they're at Saturday night in Baton Rouge, and a lot of crazy things happen when Florida and LSU play. Who do you got in this one? You got LSU, you got Florida.
I got LSU winning that one.
Do you think they cover the spread?
I think they do. I think the only team that can consistently win at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge in terms of a road team is probably Alabama.
Yeah, they own them down there. Yeah,
they really do. But no, I think LSU wins this game, and to me, I think they win it by a couple of touchdowns.
All right, you said they'll keep them the whole year. This week they're at number 3 LSU. The following week they're at number 5 Miami. Then they got number 7 Texas. They got number 6 Georgia. They got number 17 Ole Miss. They got number 15 Tennessee. Number 10 FSU.
Wow, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Play the game.
Hey, what do you always say about opportunity?
That's right.
One play at a time.
That's right. It doesn't happen to you.
They're about to happen to them, though.
Wow, and you go look at Oklahoma's schedule too. It's crazy, also. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah. I tell you what, I certainly appreciate you coming. I know you guys are busy. Hey, I just got a suggestion for your whoever makes the decisions there. Yeah. I love what y'all do. Jeff, we don't get the crowds like you guys get in Birmingham and in the state of Alabama for high school football. The whole state up there loves football. I don't care if the teams are good. You see pack-out stadiums all the time up there in Alabama. We don't see that in Florida at all. We're a transit state. A lot of people don't go support these kids anymore like they used to. But the coverage you guys give high school football, we don't get that down here. It's incredible what you guys. 4:30, the biggest station in the state of Alabama, they have a 30-minute show, live game day from the school they're going to play at. You and Jamie are there. But I would suggest you guys do it inside in the gym till the weather gets cooler. Y'all had I saw them on TV. I was up there watching them, and I said, they got to be burning up. It's hot out there, man.
This is the guy that wears a helmet when there's a thunderstorm coming through.
Well, what I'm going to start doing is doing what you guys used to do when you practiced back in the old days. I'm just going to take a bunch of salt tablets.
Salt tab, yeah. Where are you at this week? Yeah. Where are y'all at this week?
Yeah, well, this week we're going up to my neck of the woods. We're going to be up in Coleman. There's a big rivalry there between Coleman and Jasper, the 77th meeting between the Bearcats and the Vikings.
Wow.
And earlier this week, Coach, you'll love this. I had a big thrill. One of Coleman's maybe the all-time greatest player who ever played at Coleman High School, Wayne Trimble, who went on to play at Alabama as a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Visited with him, and it was one of the most awesome deals like I've ever been a part of. He was so cool, and so we're going to have that little feature in the show as well.
That's awesome, man. Well, take care of yourself. Thank you for coming on. We'll talk to you next week.
Hey, have a good weekend.
Bye-bye. All right, let's take a break. We ran over again. I got to get some help. Well, okay, you got to do your job. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. It's your fault, not mine.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh. You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Tired of flipping through channels and finding nothing good? Introducing Scorpion TV. Over 5,000 live streaming channels. Catch every game of the season with over 100 sports networks, including ESPN, ESPN Plus, the NFL Network, and Red Zone. Even pay-per-view events. Watch 400 local network channels from Panama City and most markets throughout the country. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. It's more than sports. Scorpion TV offers premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, 200 plus entertainment and news networks, or watch thousands of movies on demand, all for just $45 a month when you use the ESPN NW promo code at checkout. Watch on up to 5 devices at the same time. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. Scorpion TV gives you everything you want for less. Cut the cord, not the fun. To score Scorpion TV, go to ESPNPC.com and click on the Scorpion TV logo. Don't forget our promo code ESPNNW.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Monster, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Well, okay, you know I love you. Quit pouting. I was just kidding. My God.
Give me some of that shot. I got a new thing in here I'm going to start using on it. It's a 2-minute warning thing.
There you go.
I'm a six-pack. He'll be all right.
We got Jeff on. We got to let him go. He takes his time off to be. Let me do this real quick. We'll get in on these picks. Let's talk about some of our great people, man. The Cajun plays, I'm telling you right now, go check out the Wings. If you like going until the early game, the 2:30 kickoff or the night games, you got to get out there. Wear your shirts, wear your colors, and whoever you're rooting for. We see everybody from all over the country in there. Big Ten, SEC schools, ACC, you name it, they're there. They want those $5 pitchers. They want that 50 cents wings. Great food, great atmosphere, 27 plus TVs. They got the NFL package. They got it all. They open up at 10. They have a brunch set up for you. That way you don't miss game day. Watch all the games. Have a great time. Rick does a great job down there. Love Jen and Trudy. They're trying to give back to the community because they know during the summertime you can't get in there. It takes an hour to get in the place. The food's that good. That Cajun place right there on Thomas Drive. Taco Bell supports the Tiger Sharks. Make sure all you Tiger Sharks go support Taco Bell. We got 2 great sponsors, 2 local guys right now in here. Vandergriff, Vandy Roofing. We got Jason Kovaleski, Max Fit Sports Nutrition, Stevenson Air Conditioning, another local legend. Jason Stevenson does an incredible job. Steve over there at Steve's Bike Shop. He's a great coach at Mosley, swim team coach, unbelievable. And then Patrick, Turf Pro Pest Control. I know you guys all use him, does an incredible job there. We appreciate all of our wonderful people. And I got some more, we'll get it a little bit later. All right, let's jump into these picks and break down these games, what you guys think is going to happen. We'll start out with the Auburn game at home, 11:47 kickoff. We had Andy Burcham, the voice of Auburn Tigers, on yesterday. We all talked about it. Can't be looking forward. This is the Super Bowl for South Alabama. They got a history of upsetting teams. Applewhite's a good coach. He coached at Alabama. He played at Texas. He's used to these kind of big ball games. I think they're going to go in there and play Auburn off. They're going to play them tough, guys. They've got some players there. Auburn's just got too many good players. I think Auburn pulls away in the second half. Do we get an upset today? Do y'all think anything happens like that?
No.
Everybody's got the Auburn Tigers?
Yes, sir.
All right, give me 1 second to write your picks down. And
that's on an 11:45 a.m. start. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, we'll actually kick off as Andy says, 11:47. So take that. All right, this is a toughie. I don't know which way. Y'all are going to walk out. You're going to have to help us out because we all don't know what to do on this one.
I got you back.
We really don't know which way to go on this one.
I got you back.
We got one of the weakest, most embarrassing programs versus a true Midwest team that's really good. You got Eastern Michigan at Kentucky. I don't know which way to go.
Kentucky all the way.
Oh,
See,
fighting blue.
That's why the man's such a success in his business and life right there, because of his genius.
Darn
genius.
Darn tootin'
Kentucky and the Fighting Stoops.
You got Stoops?
Absolutely.
Jim Bob?
Oh, yeah, Kentucky all the way.
All right.
They played Ole Miss pretty tight for about a half, so they must.
I always give them a hard time. They played really well. They could have won that game.
Yeah.
But Ole Miss is pretty good. Hey, Phil, I can't read this on the air. What he responded to me.
Phil, can. You're already going to get fined. Yeah, you can.
This game, y'all help me with this one. If it was at Arkansas, I think I would go with Arkansas. Petrino, he's a great offensive coordinator. He's been head coach. He knows what he's doing. Sam Pittman says the best team he's had since he's been there. He loves this football team. They're undefeated. They're on the road at Ole Miss. I love the quarterback at Ole Miss. Jim, what do you think? Can Arkansas, both teams undefeated, can they go in there and beat Lane Kiffin at home?
No. If it was in Arkansas, maybe. But I think it'll be a close, competitive game, but I'm still going to go with Ole Miss because of home field. Again, we always say this jokingly, but it's really true. The only thing that's going to keep Ole Miss's opponents in the games for most of the games is Lane Kiffin's own decision-making.
Right.
That's what keeps other teams around. So if he does the things that aren't crazy, they should be able to take care of Arkansas.
Yeah, I agree with Coach on that. If it would have been home, maybe an upset, but no, I'm definitely going with Ole Miss.
You got Ole Miss. Okay, Jason, help us out. I know you were going to pick Arkansas.
No, but I mean, Ole Miss did scuffle with Kentucky, and I think Arkansas is better at this point than Kentucky is. But Ole Miss at home, I mean, they're a different team at home.
Yeah, and I got Ole Miss winning at home I think it's going to be a very close, competitive football game. This will be one you want to watch.
It's a good test for Ole Miss.
Yeah. Now, what about Mississippi State Bulldogs? We got to give them some love, man. They're going to be 3-0 after Saturday. I think we are going to pick them. They got Akron State. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. But we got to give them some love. They beat Arizona State. I didn't think that would happen.
That's a surprise to me.
Yeah. That was a big win for them.
I think I picked the Bulldogs on that, and you guys picked Arizona State.
The big win for them was week one. They went on the road to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and upset the Golden Eagles. All right, Missouri, another team we got to give some respect to. They're playing well.
Put some
17
respect on my
starters
name.
back. You got them? You got Missouri?
Yeah, 100%.
Who are they playing?
Lafayette.
Oh, well.
Come on, man.
Missouri.
Jenks. Surfside.
Oklahoma. Did you see number 6 for Michigan, what he did? Did you see that?
Punching them,
trying to start a fight. I thought it was Michigan Eddie out there playing or something. I could not believe the classless, act the way they did was terrible.
Well, this is the Cheater Bowl. This is Central Michigan.
Yeah, who's got the most
Stallions was on their sidelines versus the guys that put them on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So maybe Central Michigan will have a guy on Michigan sidelines this time and see what happens.
Well, hold off on that one. We're talking about Oklahoma at Temple right now.
Oh, okay.
I get where you're coming from, though. But does Oklahoma have a hangover after that big win? That's
Absolutely
a big win
not.
for the coach. That's a big win for him.
No.
I think they'll have a hangover, but not enough to lose the game. Anytime you play a big time opponent at night, you're going to have some highs, and then you're going to have some lows.
Oklahoma all
LSU,
the
Penn
way.
State, but Mateer's too good. I don't think he lets them lose that game.
Okay, so all the experts got the game set up. Oklahoma, Auburn next week. Both will be undefeated. 2:30 on ABC. That's going to be the big game next weekend. All right, this game I think is going to be really good. And I don't know which way to go right now. I'm going to listen to you guys. Then I'm going to coach you up. Vandy at South Carolina. Vandy went on the road down by 14, came back and beat Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech.
Don't sleep on Vandy.
Sandman or not, they won. That quarterback's special, man.
Just don't know about
He's 29 years old.
Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
Go Boots, Shark City, Hey, speaking about the Cheater Bowl, did you know that Coach Hayes and Coach Sedbeck are on spies?
Hey, control your players. Control your players. Don't let them start fights, spitting on people, humping people, swinging on people. Who you got? Who y'all got? Who you got? South Carolina
For what?
Or Vandy? Who you got?
Vandy. Don't sleep on Vandy.
Ooh, got Vandy by Kyle. I like it. I love it.
The only reason I'm going with South Carolina is because they're at home, and that's a tough place to play. But I'm with you. This was a game I kind of wrestled with going back and forth.
Go back. I know it.
But I'm going to stick with South Carolina. Sellers and Pavia. It's going to be a heck of a game.
Jim?
South Carolina, close.
Mission Eddie?
Cockaboos, man.
I got South Carolina. Only reason they're at home. The only reason. Everybody's got Texas. I'm not going to worry about that one. Hold on a minute. All right, let's go. Another national game, big. It's time for A&M to make a statement. You got all the money in the world. You're playing at Notre Dame. They've already lost to Miami. This one I go back and forth on, but I think I'm going to go with the home team. The game's being played at Notre Dame. Who you like, Jason?
I like Notre Dame, and I think it's going to be 10, 14 points. I think they're just that good. Miami's really good this year, people. I mean, you can go look at recruiting the last 4 years. They've recruited as well as anybody in the offensive, defensive line. I think Notre Dame actually found their footing in the fourth quarter of that game, and they played really well last week. I got Notre Dame convincingly.
Me too. Notre Dame definitely covers the spread.
Jim, help me out.
Yeah, Notre Dame. They can't afford a second loss. I think that's...
Run Jeremiah Love, man. I don't understand how he gets 4 carries and a half with Miami.
2-minute warning.
Oh, there he is.
My God, he did.
I
warned you.
I knew it was coming.
We treated in this place.
He told you.
Kyle, tell us the best way to get up to you. Looking for a new roof, want something built. We want something done by a local company. They're honest, hardworking people. How can we get up with you?
Yeah, just give us a call at 866-9908, or you can visit us at tkvandy.com. We'll be able to help you out with any of your roofing or general contracting needs.
They can do it all. And Jason, you are local. You played at Bay High School. You can try it before you buy it. Nobody does that. You can try it before you buy it. Will you put a roof on? Let me try it. If I don't like it, I can just keep it.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. What's the best way to get up with you? Where to meet with you? Which one store are you at the most?
I'm usually at the 23rd Street store. It's a newer store, so I'm down there more often. I'm usually there 2 to 7, Monday through Friday. We have a free sample bar. We have a great deal on transparent
labs. Get that methylene blue.
Yeah, we got methylene blue. We got peptides, healing peptides, but we do have 15% off all transparent labs through the end of September. So really high-level products, clean. They don't use any artificial colors, sweeteners, dyes. So if you want something that's going to, really keep you healthy, no stomach issues, come down and get some samples of that transparent labs.
I do want to brag on some other people. I love this man. He is a legend around here. People come from all around. One of the first guys ever trained in robotic surgery, Dr. Chad Mitchell. Listen to the legend every Monday right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. 26 years on Bay County sideline. The guy is incredible. He really, truly is. Dr. Ward, same thing. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30 right here. 21 of 22 picks. That's incredible. David Adams, Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven, Taco Bell, that Cajun place, and we'll be right back with Michigan Eddie. We'll find out who he's got, Notre Dame or A&M.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna on ESPN Northwest Florida with Friday's weather forecast. Sunny this afternoon and evening with a high near 89 and a wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, a gentle breeze out of the northeast and a temperature of 73. About the same tomorrow, around 88 with sunshine and a wind at 10 miles per hour out of the northeast. Sunny Sunday, gentle breeze and very warm around 88. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linden. Call 850-320-8388.
Are you hungry for authentic Mexican cuisine? Then come to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, where we serve up the freshest, most flavorful dishes on the beach. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, a great location, comfortable atmosphere, and happy hour from 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free, regular margaritas and 12-ounce house drafts. And you're going to love their lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Plus live music Wednesdays and Saturdays starting at 5:30. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, Thomas Drive across from the Navy base. And 10908 Front Beach Road.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Miss Eddie, who you got? Notre Dame, Texas A&M.
And CJ, we trust Notre Dame all the way.
All right, here we go. South Florida at Miami. Jim.
Miami.
Big or close?
As a Florida State fan, I need Miami to win because it makes it look better for us when we beat them.
Jason?
I think Miami's win. Beck's been playing well. As long as he continues, they win this one easily.
I tell you what, though, South Florida got a good ball club. I got Miami. Who you got, Miss Eddie? You got South Florida?
South Florida.
All right, you heard it here. He might be the only. Okay. Wildcat, who you got? South Florida, you got Miami?
I got Miami.
Okay, good. All right, let's go. This is a big ball game. Clemson at Georgia Tech. I love the quarterback. He's banged up, I think. The game's at Georgia Tech. Dabo, we all know what he said. So we can be 16-0. They haven't played very well. Could this be the week they go down?
If anybody could upset Clemson, it'd definitely be Georgia Tech. Don't sleep on those guys. But I just think Clemson's just too good. They're going to bounce back there.
Clemson. Okay, Jim.
It's at Georgia Tech.
At Georgia Tech. They got a good team.
I'm going to go with the upstate. I'm going to take Georgia Tech.
Okay, Coach. Okay.
What the heck?
Okay.
It's not like I'm going to win anything.
I get a free
card to
free Jello shot with your LSU jersey.
It's a card to Rudy's.
Asian place.
I just think Dabo's got his back against the wall here. If
it's expired? I'm sorry,
they're out of the
bad.
playoffs, in my opinion. So.
I don't think Clemson's all that in a bag of chips. I really don't. I mean, they're good.
Oh, you got Georgia Tech then?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jason, I'd like to hear your statement.
I just think Dabo's got his back against the wall, and the dude can't coach, and I think they'll be motivated. I do think Georgia Tech's quarterback, I don't know if he's injured or a little bit hurt or something.
Something's there, yeah.
So give me Clemson. I'm not too confident in this one. I think it's going to be a tremendous game, but I'm just going to go with Clemson. I think they got a little bit more talent.
Set it straight, Michigan. Who gets it done?
I think Clemson puts it all together. They had a rough one last week, pulled out a win, but I think this is a time where Kate puts it all together. I think they'll come out and take it in Atlanta.
I'm with Jason. I just think Dabo's a great coach. I think he's going to have them ready to play. I don't feel real confident, though, either. I'm like you. I could go either way. I like Georgia Tech's football coach. I like him. This is a big one. We don't know. Georgia, Kirby's got his back's against the wall. Nobody's giving Georgia any respect. Now, they do got two linemen questionable, two guys or I think probably out. The tight end broke his leg. Their offense has not done anything the entire year. They played a weak schedule this point.
Three linemen. Coach Moon said it the other day. 3 linemen.
Who do you like in this one, Jason?
Oof, can I defer till I hear what y'all think?
You want to.
Well, wait till halftime like he does.
Right.
I think Georgia will definitely have some losses this year, but it's not going to be this week.
It's at Tennessee, though, right?
It's at Tennessee. Game day's there. They had this fake. You can't trust anything on what they make it look like it's really stuff.
Right.
And it's fake. Dolly Parton will not be there.
Okay.
And I watched her go do her little interview when we were down there, and we got to be in there with her when they did the interview when she opened up here. And she's almost 80 years old, I think, and it's hard to get her around. I was sitting there thinking that's going to be tough to get her in and out of there, but they got golf course and stuff, but it's not going to be her.
So
that disappoints me.
I was fully ready to come in.
Tennessee's ready to go,
Tennessee, because of Aguilar, and I just see Stockton struggle, but I've seen this movie before with Kirby Smart. I don't think they've had the playbook open for Stockton at all. I think you're going to see some different type of offensive philosophies here.
You really think Coach Hype will outcoach Smart on this one?
No, that's why I'm picking Georgia.
Okay.
A lot of people picking Tennessee.
No,
a lot of experts.
I was prepared to pick them this morning, but I've seen this from Kirby. I think the offense is going to be opened up, and I think you're going to see the full playbook against Tennessee.
Yeah, I picked Tennessee yesterday, but I'm picking Georgia.
Oh,
too.
Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you had Tennessee. You sure now?
I am sure.
Jim, where you going?
Georgia. And Kirby will have them ready.
Wildcat, Georgia.
Well, it just so happens that I've got the tail number of Dolly Parton's private jet.
Yeah,
so
I know
I'm going to be watching that, and if it flies that way.
I know the story about you and her back in the day. Up those mountains. You're a legend.
I'm undecided, so I'm going to use the Coach Hale pencil.
Okay.
And,
you're undecided?
Wait till halftime.
Michigan, who you got?
Rocky Top.
Ooh, Rocky Top.
Bold statement. Bold statement.
Baby, don't you ever sleep on Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart's the difference in this ball game. The big one. The job saver. The job eliminator.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's going to be in the hot seat after this game. It could be Brian Kelly. It could be the Florida game. If you think
tough.
Florida is going to walk in there and get blowed out, you're wrong. This is going to be a ball game. It's going to go down the wire. I think Florida, the key to the game for Florida is stop the run. You can't, if they can run and throw, they don't have a shot.
Right.
They shut down the run. They do get some defensive people back too. Florida does. Shut down the run. Lagway, the other key, he's got to have a good game. If he's not hitting receiver, it won't happen. Yeah, he's got to do it with his arm and legs. He was dead. He was dead man walking last year, and he survived. Michigan Eddie. Who's going to pull it off Saturday night in Baton Rouge? Who's going to win this ball game?
Since my daughter might want to go to Florida, I'm picking Florida. But I think it's because also I think they're bitter after last week. They let it get away. Hopefully, Coach Billy has them coached up and fixes discipline issues. And I'm picking Florida with upset because it seems like Florida does do the upset.
Tell you what, Florida, he made a good point. Their players got something to prove right now.
I'll say this. This whole game rides on Lagway, 100%.
Oh, no
in my
doubt.
opinion.
No doubt.
Does he show up? Does he have a chip on his shoulder from last week? I don't know if I'm willing to bet my mortgage on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to go with, I think it's going to be close, and I think it's going to be a great game, but I'm going to have to go with LSU on this one.
LSU at home on a Saturday night. You can't beat that. Wildcat, who you got?
LSU.
LSU's Fighting Tigers.
Anyway.
Ooh, baby. It's going to be, you know how loud it's going to be in that stadium?
Oh, man.
Florida's used to it, brother. I'm telling you, watch out for them Gators. Who you got, Jason? Talk to us. What's going to happen?
Talk to me,
Night game in Baton Rouge. I mean, it's a different animal unless you're Alabama. And, Florida's struggling. DJ struggling. He just doesn't look comfortable in that offense.
Set back the comeback. Valley, right? Set back the comeback, baby.
And I really
negative to positive. That's the Gators.
I really like what I saw with Nussmeier against Clemson. To me, he was the difference in that game. I mean, Klubnik struggled.
Did you watch him last week, though?
And then
they struggled.
They did, but I can chalk that up to a letdown. When you're playing that type of game and have a high, you're always going to have a little bit of emotional letdown. So I'm taking LSU at home. I do think they're really good.
At home.
I think they have more weapons.
Jim, help me out. You've been to games. You watched them boys play. What do you think? What's going to happen?
I think the Gators are going to play really well. I'm going to go with the Gators in a close one. Could be a field goal at the end. As long as they don't have a DB throw his shoes at anybody.
Or spit in anybody's face.
I'm going to go with the Gators. What the heck? Like I said.
I think Jim's on to something. What?
He already picked LSU. What's your pick?
2-minute warning.
All right, I'm going back and forth. I got a gut feeling Florida's going to win this ball game. But I'm going to go LSU.
What does that even mean?
Because it's a strategy.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's my pick.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't get too far ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Hale.
We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. No, really.
Sick of the old sports talk, the vanilla opinions, the polite debates, the hosts who are afraid to say what they really